So hi, I'm Dom. I'm the Chief Executive of 1625 Independent People. We're a youth homelessness and care leavers charity with a head office in Bristol but operating in the southwest. Many years ago I got in quite a lot of money difficulty around credit, and I sought the help of Talking Money, which is why I'm talking to you today. So I approached Talking Money in the 1990s, and at the time I'd had a relationship breakdown, had a young daughter. I'd got a mortgage through the subprime mortgage market. I was paying maintenance and I was committing myself beyond my means. It got to the point where I'd missed a mortgage payment. I had lots of credit card debts. In those days, people were just giving you credit cards without asking for them. They'd come through the post with quite a lot of credit. That was great. I could do things with my daughter, I could do things with my friends, I could go on holiday, but I wasn't controlling my spending. So I got really depressed. I'd actually got to the point, because there were several people chasing me, so 3 credit cards plus utilities, that I feared answering the phone. Wasn't coping with it. Was coping with work fine, but just that whole pressure of the money was really bearing down on me and affecting how I was in my everyday life. And a mortgage missed payment plus the fact that the credit cards wanted some money back was quite a driver for me to come to Talking Money. So I went to a drop-in and I took all the letters that I could find of the debts that I owed, and I met a support worker who went through income and expenditure with me. So it was a weekly and monthly budget to show what I had coming in and what I had going out, both on the mortgage and day-to-day living. And it was really obvious from that I actually had very little money to spare. And clearly that was, one, teaching me what I could afford to do, but 2, also provided him with the ability to talk to the people I owed money to say, this is how much Dom can afford to pay over this period, and this is a copy of his budget. When that happened and he contacted them, it was just like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. I could open post, I wasn't fearful of what was coming through the door, I could answer the phone, I couldn't do as many things because I didn't have as much money that I was using, but I was just in a much happier place. And honestly, like, all of that emotional drain that had been there for months was just taken away by one meeting, plus the follow-up letters that he did to the people I owed money to. So obviously now I'm leading a youth homelessness and care leavers charity, and one of the things that's really important about that is getting people to understand money and understand how to manage their money and understand things around contracts and credit. And we offer some services around that, but obviously we work really closely with Talking Money, who are very close geographically. And when things have got difficult, they're the experts and can actually provide very, very clear direction and support in those ways. I think the lesson for me, or the thing why it's so important to me what Talking Money does, is that quite often people think that debt can be just for one group of society, but actually it can happen to all of us, and it can happen for very different reasons. Contributors for me were having a family, relationship breakdown, mortgage lending above my means, and being offered credit, I think. And nowadays, I don't need to worry about those things at the moment, and hopefully I won't need to in the future, but I just think it's important that people know that it can happen to anyone, and to understand money and credit and what your limits are.